were approached about being leaders for a project. About the time we were deciding is when the tornado disaster hit most of Alabama and a lot of the parts to the south. Wes had mentioned that he would love it if Crossway as a whole could do something.
Alright, here I am at work at MSD Mill Creek, and tonight I set out the 3 different bins to collect items, hopefully from other MSD employees whom I've invited, and hopefully they will. We'll find out. And I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted. Yesterday, and there was like 15 bags, all these bags.
Wow.
I had to put in my car for this morning. I was like, oh, sweet.
Can we pull all this clothes out of the bag?
Just dump it.
If you want to.
Yeah. Is this?
We sorted clothes and food and cleaning supplies first. Then we went to the store. I went with Bonnie. We went to Kroger's and bought cleaning supplies and toothpaste and toothbrushes and deodorants. Just things that you don't normally think about not having anymore. Okay, how'd we do?
Good. We got a lot of stuff. We spent all of our hygiene.
It's amazing after today what we've come away with. All the people that have stepped up. It's not just Crossway. People took our list of needs, they took it to their works. They set out bins and boxes, and people have just stepped up in tremendous ways to the point where we weren't as prepared as what we thought we were today in collecting donations. We had so much come in, and we really targeted things we really needed on that list. And it's going to be exciting to see how people can benefit from it in the South when we actually make the trip in a week.
Oh my gosh.
That used to be a house. A lot of firewood. That's their playground. Is this the church? Seventh-day Adventist? Let me find you a good one for you. I'll find you a good one. That looks like right up your alley.
The first week, yes, like I said, everyone was just basically in shock, and you couldn't really see much of anything. There were trees down everywhere on top of homes, blocking driveways, in the street, just a lot of debris everywhere. But now, like, we're finally starting to see some homes coming up, and it is just so refreshing. You know, you're like, oh, praise the Lord, at least, you know, you start to have a little bit of hope again. It still looks pretty bad right now, but there are just piles and piles of rubbish, you know. It looks really bad, but it looks a whole lot better than it did. My sons, when we went to walk through the next day, we saw some of their friends' homes that were gone, and my son was really worried, and he's like, Mom, you know, that's my friend's home. I don't know if they're okay. And so, well, we're going to stop and see. So we did, and they had in that particular home they had survived, and the one immediately next to it they hadn't.
The only thing I would like to say, I just thank God for protecting me and my family. But what, He had brought us through, because there are some people out there now don't have nowhere to go. And it's just heartbreaking to see them in a situation like this.
We've been able to meet a lot of needs here, and one woman came in, she had been in Katrina, had moved here, and then had survived the storm here, so she had absolutely nothing. And her blood pressure was through the roof when we checked it. Even one of the women in our church, she survived in her tub. And if you see the pictures of her home, they're like 4 basic walls kind of left standing, and it was right around her bathroom. But the roof is gone. The rest of her house is completely to the ground. Nothing left. And she managed to survive in her home. We're just thankful. We're thankful that we've been able to be here, and so many people like you all have helped, and because we couldn't do anything without it. And so we've just been really, really grateful that people have listened to the God's Calling and have just donated so many things. We were able to actually go out in the community and help deliver food to them, and there was a time when they would actually come here to eat, which was great. And we got to know them better. And so we've just enjoyed being a blessing to other people. It's been a blessing from God.
We didn't have phone service, so I had to pretty much wait to see my mom. I didn't see my mom till Saturday. And
You have to have ID.
you had to have ID to get into Anderson Hills. It's just something to see, people that never experienced a tornado. It trips me out.
I want to ask you, what were you doing during the storm? Were you sleeping?
Yeah. At my house.
How does the storm know who to get and who not to get? It's like I was saying, I'm not going to question what God's going to do and what he can do, but it's weird to me how some people didn't even get affected. And over there, all the way over there, all those houses are gone. There used to be a whole community of neighborhood, and it's gone. Whole street is gone.
Wow.
But as you can see, the front, nobody was really touched on the front. And as you can see to the right, those houses was completely destroyed. Excuse me, I'm going to try in a minute. But these houses were completely destroyed right here. That's somebody's house in that rubble. That's my mama's friend's house.
And Esteel's house.
That's her house.
And they made that house for a couple years.
Even though it's a month later, it still devastates me how this happened. You would never think a tornado would come through here like this.
The WAFF 48 Newsroom. Here are some of the stories that we are following on this Thursday morning. Still a burn ban in